Megan Fox is a name that often sparks an immediate reaction. For many, the mere mention of her name evokes images of a sultry bombshell with piercing blue eyes and a jawline that could stop traffic. She became an icon for her stunning looks, rising to fame in the mid-2000s as one of Hollywood's most sought-after actresses. Films like Transformers cemented her status as a sex symbol and an object of desire for millions around the globe. However, as her star continued to rise, it became increasingly clear that Megan Fox's relationship with beauty was far from simple. In a world obsessed with image, where every inch of an actress's body is up for public consumption, Fox became both celebrated and vilified. Her physical beauty was both her greatest asset and her greatest burden. Yet, Megan's story is not just one of being reduced to a pretty face. Her journey is a powerful commentary on the complexities of beauty in the modern world, where appearance can often define a person before their true essence has a chance to shine. In this exploration of Megan Fox's beauty, we dive deeper into how her looks have impacted her career, her identity, and her place in the broader conversation about beauty in the media. But more importantly, we look at how she has managed to redefine beauty on her own terms, transforming from the Hollywood sex symbol into an empowered woman who refuses to be defined by mere physicality. As we peel back the layers of Megan Fox's beauty, we begin to understand something far more important than her physical appearance: the strength it takes to navigate a world that often values women for their looks more than their intellect or talents. This is the story of a woman reclaiming her narrative, challenging the standards placed upon her, and ultimately redefining what it means to be truly beautiful. But as her fame grew, so did the pressure to conform to the industry's beauty standards. Megan Fox became an almost mythic figure in the public eye, a woman whose beauty seemed to defy the norm. She was called a bombshell, and much of her early success was attributed to her looks rather than her talent. The problem with this, however, was that it reduced her to a single dimension, her appearance, and made her, in many ways, a product to be consumed rather than a full person with complex thoughts, desires, and ambitions. For Megan, this wasn't just a source of frustration, it was a deeply limiting reality. She was celebrated, yes, but also objectified. The media, critics, and even fans would rarely look beyond the surface. She was frequently labeled as simply a sex symbol, and her acting was often overlooked or dismissed. For years, she found herself at the mercy of these perceptions, unable to escape the shadow of her own physical beauty. As the years went on, Megan began to speak out about her experiences with Hollywood's obsession with her appearance. She talked openly about how the industry's treatment of her as a sex object affected her mental health, self-esteem, and sense of identity. She was often placed in roles that relied heavily on her physicality, reinforcing the stereotype that her worth was based on her looks alone. This didn't just happen in the roles she was offered. It also happened in the media, where Fox's every move was scrutinized. Paparazzi often caught her in unflattering moments, and the tabloids would latch onto her slightest misstep. Her body, her face, even her age, nothing was off-limits. Megan began to feel trapped in an image that she didn't fully recognize as her own. She spoke about feeling misunderstood, judged, and even betrayed by a system that celebrated her beauty but never allowed her the freedom to be anything more than that. But what makes Megan Fox's story truly inspiring is her ability to reclaim her own narrative. She realized that her beauty, while a gift, could not be the defining factor of her identity. It was not easy. Over time, she began to take control of how she presented herself both in her professional roles and in her personal life. She moved away from the glamorized, hyper-sexualized roles that Hollywood had assigned her and instead chose projects that allowed her to explore different facets of her personality and talent. In interviews, Megan began to challenge the very notion of beauty as defined by the industry. She spoke candidly about the pressures of living up to unrealistic standards and how she had come to embrace a broader, more nuanced idea of beauty, one that extended far beyond appearances. Megan opened up about her experiences with body image, about how she learned to appreciate herself beyond what was seen in the mirror. She began to focus on her personal growth, her mental and emotional well-being, and her passion for projects that truly resonated with her. Her transition from Hollywood girl to a more grounded, multifaceted person was not an easy journey, but it was a necessary one. Megan had to break free from the confines of the beauty industry and redefine beauty on her own terms. It was about more than just looks, it was about confidence, self-awareness, and the courage to exist authentically in a world that constantly demanded more from her. Megan Fox's journey serves as a reminder of the power of self-definition. It challenges the world's narrow view of beauty and offers a new, more inclusive model that values individuals for who they are, not just what they look like. It is a message of empowerment, one that says true beauty comes from within, and that confidence, strength, and authenticity are far more valuable than any physical trait. Megan Fox's journey is far from over, and neither is our own. As we continue to redefine beauty in today's world, it's essential that we question the standards we've been taught to follow. We must ask ourselves, what does true beauty mean? Is it about appearance alone, or is it about authenticity, strength, and resilience? Let Megan's story inspire us all to embrace the beauty within ourselves, an ever-evolving, dynamic force that cannot be defined by any one label. Let us be the generation that challenges the superficial ideals of beauty, one where women and men are seen for their character, their talents, and their contributions to the world, not just their appearance. Megan Fox's journey is a call to action for all of us to redefine what beauty means and to start seeing ourselves and others for the fullness of who we are. The time is now.